Welcome to Goal Talks. On these little clips, we're going to meet some very interesting people that are going to connect sports, football particularly, and mental health and wellness. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to Goal Talks. I have a friend of mine who's across the other side of the country here to talk with us today about mental health and wellness. That is the mission that we want to talk about on Goal Talks. AJ or Aron Joseph, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Amazing, man. Okay, so the question for you is, and this is something that we're pushing and constantly talking about, mental health and wellness in sport through play, using activity and to sort of help clear the mind and to help, get you from point A to B and to sort of make you into the person that you hope to be and want to be, because not everybody has their best days, not everybody feels 100% all the time, and sometimes you're not really sure how to go about it, if it's just conversation or do I just need to go for a run or for a walk and get my heart going. So a question for you would be, have you ever had a situation where you've used sport to help yourself clear some cobwebs, or had the sport and the conversation being used to help somebody that's close to you, or just somebody that you could see needed a little help?
I would say 100% definitely. Especially now what's going on in the world, a lot of people aren't feeling their normal selves, or they're feeling very down. And I think first and foremost, you need to get out. You can't stay in your own little cubby, your own spot by yourself and just let those thoughts fester. I've had friends that have gone through some very hard things, and some that are unfortunately not with us anymore. And the biggest thing is to get them out. Go hang out with them. It doesn't matter your skill level. There's friends of mine that I don't get to talk to as often as I'd like to, but I still make the effort to go out. Even now, as I was explaining to some people, we're playing some pickup soccer with Urban Rec. Social distancing rules for football. You still have to yell check when you're approaching an opponent, and you got to yell, give the 3 seconds. I know for some people they might find that silly, but it's more detrimental to your mental health to get out and play with each other. There's people out there that seem like everything's going well. There's other people that, you never think they could be depressed. But like I always tell my friends, be sure to check out on your strong friend, because those that are always smiling and they seem strong, they might need just as much help as you on a bad day. And when you're playing sports with each other, you get a little extra stressed out. That's what yellow cards are for. I've caught a few, before. That's what it's for. Get that stress out, talk with people. And I think sport's the best way to do that.
It gets people sort of communicating and in a group, and even if you're playing a sport, like tennis, and you're an individual and you're hitting it just against the wall, I mean, even then, just sort of getting that going and having your mind thinking about other things sometimes helps you to sort of clear up and dissect some of the other thoughts that you've had, right?
100% getting those thoughts out of your head. You might not know, you might think you're still thinking about it. Sometimes you start getting so focused on whether it's tennis, footy, whatever you're playing, you really do forget for a bit. Yeah. And that helps your overall everything. And I've seen it happen to many people. It's worked for myself, and something I continue to do even during the pandemic, but I do it safely, keep my social distancing.
Yeah.
And I think other people should be thinking about that. It's not just about, I know people are like, oh, you can just stay at home, play your video games. And I'm like, no, you got to get out.
Yeah. You got to get out. You got to breathe that fresh air. You got to get that oxygen in. You got to get that blood pumping.
You need to talk. Yeah. You need to physically talk and see each other.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, right? I mean, I think that that's an important element here, is that conversation, and that conversation on the pitch, it's a level playing field too, right? Like, I'm not talking about so much about skill, but you're all there. If you're playing 11 aside, there's 22 people running around in a small enough space, and if it's a shorter, 6, like it's a way to really bring people together, and it can take you anywhere, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point of it. It's that help escape. It's another form of escape that also helps your health. And we need to keep our health up these days. So keep doing your cardio out there.
Yeah, I love it. Thanks, man. So AJ, thank you for joining us on Gold Talks. That was, these are short little sweet snippets. And everybody keep your mental health about you, keep active, and all that together hopefully keeps you in a healthy place. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.